Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just keeping you updated with any of the news that I discover with regards to these Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale Michael Myers figures that are coming out this year. I heard it was going to be actually next year, which, you know, felt like a very long time away and it was kind of a painful wait, but apparently now it's going to be at some point this year. So that is great news. We have some official promo images here. They might release some more in the coming days, but these are the ones I've found. So you got a nice full body shot of the Halloween 5 Revenge of Michael Myers figure. Do need to check out this film, never seen it. Again, like I mentioned before, I was put off by the look of the masks in part 5 and 4. But I'll have to get around to watching these movies. There he is, part 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This is the one everyone's telling me I need to watch, so I'll check it out. I mean, I've seen part 1, part 2, you know, some of the other dodgy ones. Resurrection, was it? Oh, H2O. Yeah, I've seen that. And obviously the Rob Zombie films, seen those, seen 2018, but there is still a couple of Halloween films I've yet to see. Here is the nice promo image, full body shot of the 1978 version. This is the one I want the most. I really love this head sculpt, man. I think this could be a contender for my favorite 1/6 scale 78 head that I have in the collection. I've got some amazing custom ones, but it just looks so good. And here is the images that were released from Kane Productions on Instagram. Now it turns out that Kane, who's been a custom figure maker or head sculpts mainly, I think, he's been in the game for a very long time, very well respected, and he sculpted this with Justin Mabry, I believe, and I believe Kane painted the head sculpt. Here's just a reference shot from the movie, so they'll be popping up in between pictures just to kind of remind you what the real one looks like. So you can kind of see the discoloration there around certain areas. Do bear in mind it's on set at night with a certain kind of lighting that it would have been using, so it will affect the way it looks. Whereas the lighting with these pictures of the head sculpt, there does seem to be a bit of a, what's the color here? It's a bit of a yellowy kind of tinge to everything. So I did kind of change the sort of color a little bit on one of these images. I've got a side-by-side, like a split screen of the real mask from the movie and a picture of one of these head sculpts here, and it is pretty close. Again, here is just another reference shot, promotional images that they released from the 2018 film. Get a nice good look there. I did brighten these a little bit so we could see the wrinkles and the details, and just try and make that out. And this next image we have just enlarged just so we can really get a look. Yep, I mean it's pretty decent. It is. The closer you get, you know, I mean, I think it's really good. For the price point, it's $120. A paint job can make all the difference. I think the sculpt is there. The shape of the eye holes looks decent. The everything looks pretty good. I love this reference picture here. This is a good one if you're just trying to get an idea of how the coveralls kind of fit onto James Jude Courtney, and you know, the size of the knife he's wielding, although that may not be the knife from the kitchen scene when he puts down the hammer and picks up the new knife. But yeah, you get a good look at the kind of proportions of James Jude Courtney as the shape there. Now here is the image where I slightly got rid of some of that yellow color. It's still there, but trying to get it as close color tone to what you see on the left hand side there with the reference picture. Now, yeah, the lips look pretty good. The nose looks okay. The eye hole shape is pretty close, but not exact. But then again, you can't base everything on this one image from the movie. I mean, it looks close enough to me. It really will come down to the paint job of the finished product. I've got a bit of experience painting these heads myself, so if it's not to my liking, I could always adjust that. And, you know, depending on how busy I am at the time, if other folks want me to do something to their head sculpt, I may be able to make that happen for you. There's plenty of other people to choose from, though, who are better than me, but it should be fun. There's another reference picture from the trunk scene. Always love that image. And get a good sort of side profile look here. It'd be interesting to see how they've done his left hand side, his kind of blind eye. The sculpted hair. Now this is why I'd be tempted to try and get 2 of these, because they're only $120 each, which is cheap these days for a 1/6 scale figure, especially from the Halloween license. But I would try and get 2, because I think you're going to be able to, as long as the hair sculpt is a separate piece to the actual mask and just kind of stuck together, you should be able to heat up the head and peel away that hair, and then you can do real hair, which I've got a fair bit of experience with that too. So another reason to try and get a second one at some point. But all those images there, I did color correct those as well to take away some of the yellow. But it does look good, man. It looks very good. I'm very excited, very excited for everyone in the community, because there's so many people out there, and I know how it feels to not have any of these custom Michael Myers figures. I was there once, I didn't have any, and I didn't know how to get them. I knew no one in the community as far as, you know, the Michael Myers custom stuff goes. So I know how it feels to be clamoring for a collectible in your collection to represent your love for a franchise, but it just doesn't exist, and now they finally will. I'm just super pumped for everyone, man. I can't wait to see everyone's reviews, everyone's pose sessions, all that stuff, man. It's a really good time to be a Michael Myers fan. Plus, we've got 2 new movies on the way. Man, it's good. So yeah, just some more images here. And then at the end, we finish up with some more of those promotional images released by Trick or Treat Studios. Again, they may very well release some more, and if they do, I'll share them with you and give you my thoughts on them. But I'm looking forward to this, man. Like I've said in my previous videos, check them out, the last ones that went up before this one, where we talked about the coveralls, because I've actually got quite a few figures in 1/6 scale. The same person that designed the coveralls for these figures made my coveralls, so I kind of gave you a preview of what they're actually going to look and feel like. So definitely check out that video on the channel. And just one last look at this. Now, see, a lot of people, those, you know, the experts will know that the color of these coveralls is not correct or accurate, but to the majority of the world, most people, when they look at the 78 Halloween film, they just kind of assume that his coveralls were blue, because at night that's how they kind of appear. But when you see him outside the school in the daytime, they're kind of like a charcoal gray with spruce green, you know, very, very hard to nail down color, but very chameleon like. It's just it's hard to pin that color down. But here's a bit more of a close-up of that head sculpt, man. I love the look at the horns, the sculpted hair. I love the sculpted hair on this. I don't think I will be messing with that. I really love the look of the 78 head, man. They knocked it out of the park with that. I think that was all Justin Mabry who did that one. It really does look like a shrunk down version of their life-size 78 mask that came out not too long ago. Seriously pumped. Can't wait. And I wonder if they're going to do Rob Zombie. I mean, you know, I don't know if they're going to do the hobo version from part 2 that Rob Zombie did, because that's such a detailed outfit with layer upon layer of stuff. Whereas the regular Michael Myers in his coveralls is relatively straightforward. So that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Any more news crops up, I will let you know, and just keep in touch with you guys, and just enjoying the time that we're in right now, man, as Michael Myers fans. So yeah, drop a like on the video, subscribe, check me out on Instagram and Facebook at DKnight doing the channel full time. So if you want to help support on Patreon, you can join up on there, stick your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie, because you will be a producer of my content, and I appreciate all y'all. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.